Breaking news and live to Las Vegas, where investigators there are speaking about a deadly shooting and accident on the Strip earlier today. Let's listen in.
Area of the Aria Hotel. According to witness statements, shots were fired from the Range Rover at the Maserati as they both traveled northbound on Las Vegas Boulevard from Harmon towards Flamingo. Clearly, the suspects in this shooting have no regard for the lives and safety of others. Finding those involved is a top priority for my agency and law enforcement here in Southern Nevada. We believe the occupants of the Range Rover are armed and dangerous, and should you encounter this vehicle, you should not take action. Instead, call your local police department and alert them to the whereabouts of this suspect vehicle. I've been asked by many of you this morning, is the Las Vegas Strip safe? Yes, it is. As you all know, there are no absolutes where people's behavior is in question. Las Vegas is a valley of 2 million people. 40 million tourists visit here a year. We have 153,000 hotel rooms. In order for my police organization, other law enforcement organizations in the valley, to keep this community safe, we have to work very closely, not only with the community, but the resort corridor as well. We have a great working relationship, and we provide a level of comfort to tourists that visit here, people who live here and work here. Las Vegas and the Las Vegas Strip is a safe place to live, to work, and to visit. The acts of these individuals this morning do not reflect the values of the citizens or the people who visit the Las Vegas Valley. What happened on the Strip today will not be tolerated. These individuals will be found, they will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And at this time, I'll take any questions that you may have. Yes?
We're hearing that this could be gang-related and/or a drug deal that went bad.
That is unconfirmed at this time. The investigation is still ongoing.
When you say an altercation at the Aria Hotel at the Valet, was there an event there that night? Is this something that started inside, carried out into the Valet, and then turned into something?
It's not confirmed that this started at an event. What is confirmed, there was a verbal disagreement in the Valet area that led to the shooting on the Strip.
Is this coming from the passenger of the Maserati? Is that person able to speak to investigators at the moment?
That person is able to speak, but that information is not just coming from that individual. There were witnesses in the Valet area as well.
Sheriff, have you determined how many people were in the Range Rover?
No, we have not.
Any description of it, Sheriff?
We have a description of the driver, I believe, and that is out, but it's very vague.
How much surveillance video are you getting, and when will it be released to the public?
There is quite a bit of video available that we are at this point in time retrieving, not only from in and around the hotel casinos, but the taxi cabs themselves that were at this particular intersection, that as well. I don't have a time frame for you for the release of that because much of that will be used as evidence in the prosecution of these individuals.
A lot of black SUVs in the area, or Range Rovers, apparently have a dealer tag. Do you have anything off surveillance video, anything more specific on the Range Rover?
No, we don't.
Do you know what type of weapon was used in the shooting?
No, we don't.
Rifle or handgun?
We don't at this time. Would be speculation if we said that we did.
And can you tell us how many shots were fired?
That's not confirmed at this point in time. As you know, the Las Vegas Boulevard is still shut down in that area, and the investigation is ongoing.
Do you have any idea why the taxi cab exploded on impact?
Just from the sheer force of impact at this time, that's the only reason that I would have.
Was it a propane tank that was in that maybe contributed to that explosion?
It was not a propane vehicle.
What states are you questioning?
Our adjoining states, Utah, Arizona, California.
Is there any indication what this altercation was about?
Not at this time.
And do you have any idea, or can you tell us where the people in the Maserati were from? Are they local or from another place?
Information in regards to the victims in this particular incident will be released, when we can. As I said before, like with the video information, ongoing investigation at this point in time, and we're not prepared to release those names and information.
Was the Maserati a rental?
That's part of the investigation. We're looking at that, but it has not been confirmed as of my last briefing.
Did you find a license plate for that Maserati maybe came off?
No.
Is the passenger injured? Is that person cooperating with the police?
Captain?
We are speaking to that individual at this time. He is able to speak to us, and he is cooperating.
Was he initially reluctant to cooperate with you?
Not to my knowledge.
Do they know each other, the two different vehicles with the passengers, and then they know they had a relationship, do they know each other?
We do not know the extent of that relationship.
But there may have been a relationship prior to last night.
As the Sheriff Gillespie said, there was an altercation prior to this event, and what their relationship is at this point, we do not know.
Sorry, can we get your name, Captain?
Yes, my name is Chris Jones, the captain of robbery homicide.
Captain, can you tell us if the passenger was injured by gunfire, by the crash, by both?
The passenger in the Maserati sustained a minor wound to his arm.
From gunfire or?
At this time, we don't know how he got the injury, but he did sustain a minor injury to his arm.
And where is he now?
He is currently with us.
Police.
He's not in custody.
Can you talk about the gunfire again? You said between Harmon and Flamingo, were there multiple shots as the cars were driving, or was it when it was at the lights?
Indications are it was multiple rounds fired while the cars were moving.
And Sheriff, you touched on this at the beginning of your comments, but spoke to a lot of tourists today who are in shock that something could happen like this right in the heart of Las Vegas. Can you speak a little bit about, I don't ever remember the Strip being shut down like this, just how big this is, how strange a scene this is for Las Vegas to deal with?
It is a unique situation, no doubt about it. We have had to close the Strip down before on accidents that have occurred. A number of the media in town may remember those types of incidents, but this is a very unique situation. We pay close attention, not only on the Strip, but throughout our community, the level of safety that's there for our tourists as well as the people who live here. And, one of the aspects that the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority looks at is how tourists feel when they leave Las Vegas. One of the questions is, did you feel safe? And historically, that number has come back, very high. But make no mistake, we're going to pursue these individuals. This act is totally unacceptable, and we are going to make a very clear message to these individuals in regards to that.
You think the Strip will be open this evening?
I believe that it will. I don't want to give you a time because, to be honest with you, I've given a timeout a couple times already, and we have gone past that. So I have to allow my investigative units to collect all of the evidence that's necessary. We have reached out to the properties that are affected by this closure. They understand and support that.
And the investigation is looking for forensics from the car, surveillance around the area. Is there other evidence that you suspect might be at the scene, whether it's casings or other things? Or
anything and everything that would help us not only to solve this particular crime, but also bring to justice those responsible for it. I appreciate you all coming down. Further information will be disseminated to you via Captain Jones and our robbery homicide section. Thank you.
Breaking news from Las Vegas, where 3 people were killed early this morning. It apparently started with an argument near the Aria Hotel. That's a luxury hotel, a newer hotel there in the city center. Investigators say they are now searching for the gunmen or gun people who were in a black Range Rover with paper dealer plates. We'll keep you posted on what's happening there.